Hi guys, Random here, back with a bit more. So what can you do in a Sidewinder? Here we have the glorious Imperial Eyewinder in its lovely Imperial colours. And you'll see the fit out here is mainly D-rated, apart from life support because they don't have any here. And the frameshift drive is the best one I can get here, mainly because we're looking at the laden jump range. Okay. So yeah, that's on the internals. The hardpoint's too small gimbal pulse lasers. We could get rid of them and improve our jump range, but I think we'll probably need them. And we've got a heatsink launcher just because. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, right, time for me to introduce you to elitetradingtool.co.uk. Now, we are at Irakuma, and you can put in your current location there. Your search range will go 20 light years. You can exclude outposts if you're in a big ship, or exclude surface points if you don't want to go to the surface. So this is saying we need to go to Gugaini and pick up non-lethal weapons and take them to Jshpakis, or Jshpakis, to Balilunus Vision, and that will give us that. Or we can go to Balilunus Vision and then to Gugaini, and that will give us that per ton. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we've got the option there. We could go trading, and that would give us a total profit per ton of 2,599, which is nice. It is nice. However, it's 11.23 light years, which is more than our jump range of 10 point something. 10.63. Yeah. So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to start from where we are, and we take tobacco to Shen Terminal in Gugaini, which is 9.89. And you can see there that this is a good way of figuring out where you can go, what you can make, right? Okay. However, where we are is going to necessitate getting rid of one of these cargo racks. So let's have a quick look here. We'll go to module type. Now the only fuel scoop you can get here is a crap one. Okay? It's really bad. Really bad. So that makes long distance stuff a bit difficult, because if we go to commodities market, you'll see there's some Irakuma snails there which we could get, which are rares, but we would have to travel 160 light years, which is no bueno. We don't want to do that. So, especially not in something that only does 10 light years per jump, because that's 16 jumps and that's an hour long video. You'd all be asleep by the end of it. So what you can do is you can look in the supply column here, and the Saleswinder amongst you will want to pay attention here. You've got galactic average in this column, and you've got the sell to you, the price you buy at, is in this column. Okay, the price you sell stuff at is in this column. Don't get the two confused. Okay, so what we're looking for is we're looking for something with at least 2, if not preferably 3 of these dots filled in, that's in this column, and then we can compare the average price to the price here. Okay, if that is lower than that, chances are you can make money, which is good. So what we're looking for is, what's this? This is fruit and vegetables. We could make on that 49 credits per ton, which isn't great, but it's money. With this one, we could make, that could be what, 75 credits per ton on tea. That's not so bad. This one, Oh, 200 and... Tell you what, let's get some tobacco. And before we buy it, let's have a look and see where they export to. See? Now we could go to Japakis, which is the trade that is suggested on the trading tool. So let's go to Japakis. So let's exit out of that. Let's go into navigation. Now it could be that it's on the list. It is. But you see it's 11.7 light years. So what we need to do is we need to go to the galactic map. And then we have to find Japakis, which won't be that far away. There it is, down there, look. So let's zoom down here. Oh, it's disappeared. There he is. Right, so let's go into here and to Batalunus Vision, and we'll do the linked route. Okay? Because now when we look back at this, you'll find that it's worked out our jump routes. So we've got 2 jumps to get there, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're loaded up. We've got 8 tons of cargo. The Saleswinder is ready to go. So let's launch out of here. Now, if we had better internal components like the frameshift drive and there was a decent fuel scoop there, we could have done the rares. It would have taken a while, but if you can get 16, 17 light year loaded jump range on your sidey, then that's like 10 jumps instead of 16 to get to a distance, you know, 150, 160 light years away, where you can make 15, 16,000 profit per ton on the rares, which is nice. So yeah, that's a good way if you've got a bit of time and determination. It's a good way to up your credits. So let's head this way. I would very much like a better power distributor. I would very much like a better frameshift drive in this, and you'll find that as well when you're playing, that your power distributor and your frameshift drive are probably the most important bits of kit on the ship when you are looking to trade.
2, 1, engage.
You want your power distributor so you've got the ability to boost away if you get interdicted. It charges your engine capacitor back up much more quickly, I should say. And your frameshift drive just means you can jump much further, making it a lot less of a bind, you know, saving those little 5 or 6 light year jumps. So here we go into Japakis, and let's hit jump, and we're all ready to go. Now the reason I kept the pew-pews, the little lasers, is you are carrying goods. Now because you're carrying goods, there is a chance you will be interdicted.
3, 2, 1, engage.
The game seems to generate on a random sliding scale NPCs that will interfere with you. Now you could do 20 jumps and not have one interdiction, or you might do 20 jumps and get interdicted twice on each. So it really is completely random, a bit like me. And ooh, USS. Yeah, so you are looking to obviously try and avoid interdiction if you can. If you keep an eye on the top left of the screen, which is this board here, every now and again you'll see messages pop up like, oh, there's the ship with the big load, I'm surprised you got this far, and you know, jump down with me, I've been looking for you, you're a hard one to find, and stuff like that. Now my advice to you is, if you are in a fairly basic ship, is to throttle down and basically I'll show you. So you throttle down like this while they're circling around behind you, and you just press jump and you jump into normal space. Okay, now there is a chance that they will jump in with you. So the minute you jump in, boost away, and then charge your frame shift to jump back out. And that hopefully will avoid the interdiction. Now, it's alright saying, oh, let yourself get interdicted and, you know, just submit to it and then you can boost away and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, that's great if you're in a ship that's rather well rated, if you've got good internals, you know, like A-rated thrusters, A-rated power distributor and all that sort of malarkey, because you'll be able to charge your engine capacitor up much more quickly and be able to do that. You want decent shields as well, because, you know, you're going to get shot at. So, yeah, it's fine people saying that, but you do need a outfitted ship in order to be able to do that. So here we are, we're coming up on Balloonus Vision, which is very nice. So let's, oh, what we got there? Strong signal source, bad. Stay away, random. Right. So we're almost at the point where we can hit. Oh, look. Would you believe it, eh? So let's just...
Temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical.
Let's submit to that. Let's put all 3 pips into engines, 3 pips into shields, and let's go evasive. Right, heatsink. Heatsink me. There we go. And just keep boosting. Now it's possible that we may not make this.
Heatsink deployed. Shields offline.
It is possible.
Under attack.
We need to get the jump going. Come on. I don't know what we're being chased by, but it's not friendly. Oh, what is it? Oh god, there's 2 of them. No wonder we're having such a hard time. Right, come on. Get away. Get away. Get away. Come on. We should do this just about. And come on. Boost. And we're there.
4, 3,
Phew.
2, 1.
So yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I was talking about interdictions and that happens. The game listens. Okay, so we are hopefully going to be able to get our shield back. There we go. Going a bit quickly there. I'm going to have to loop round on this. That's fine. It's all good. So let's get back in the picture there. There we go. We should be able to hopefully do this. Oh, are we there? Ah, we're a way away from it, but that's cool. We can drive there. Okay. So let's just hit the frame shift.
4,
Now we are very close to it, so I'm going to knock the throttle right back,
engage.
and hopefully we can just jump in there. There we go. There we go. That's a bit closer, isn't it? Right. So let's see if we can get this beastie landed. You can do little short hops like that with your frame shift. You know, ideally you want to be kind of on it, but it does show that you can. So here we go, we're coming up, we're close enough to request some dockings.
Docking request granted.
And you can see the little yellow light up the top there. over the top of the landing pad. So that's where we need to be. So let's head over. Get to within about 2 kilometers, drop the landing gear, because that will slow you down. And you can see we're going for pad 2, that is pad 2 there, which is fine. We'll look to be landing on you, Mr. Pad 2. Okay. So let's spin the ship round. Here we go. And maybe slide it over a little bit to the right. Yeah, it's not too bad. And we'll drop her down. Right. Lovely. Enter hangar. Starport services. Right, now the reason we're entering the hangar here is because obviously we need to repair. We can go to commodities market. Tobacco. Let's see how much we make. 322 credits per tonne. Now, if you're in a slightly longer game, that 8 tonnes there that made us 25.76 profit, that would be what you're looking for per tonne, rather than per 8 tonnes. Okay. However, we're starting fairly early on, so we'll sell that. The demand there is pretty low, but it is paying over the average, so that's not bad. And you can see here the supply. I mean that's pretty good. We've got palladium there. Yeah, it's a bit expensive, but not too bad. The gold's a good price, and you can see there it's exported to there. Cobalt, yeah, cobalt's not a bad price. That goes back to Gugani and Irukama. So we could take some cobalt back, which isn't a bad price. What we got on the minerals here? Bertrandite, yeah, Bertrandite, a couple of hundred. That's not bad. Gallite, Indite, Pedalite, Painite. Everyone wants the Painite. Yeah. So you can consider here what you have, and you can see people have been trading these to death because the demand is really low. So you can consider here what is going to make you the best money. There's not a huge amount to choose from here, so let's have a look here. That's about 100 per tonne. 105 in fact. That's not too bad. 498, 3, yeah, that's what, 131 per tonne. So that's not too bad. Palladium's expensive. Silver, not very good. Bertrandite, Bertrandite's 199 per tonne, and it goes to Gugani. And Irukama. So do you know what? We're going to get some Bertrandite. That's the first time in my life I've been pleased to see Bertrandite. Outfitting here, we might be able to get a better frameshift drive, maybe. We can get a B2. That's okay. That's okay. So let's get a B2 frameshift. Okay, get the numbers up a bit, which is nice. The power distributor, can we get a better one? No. Okay, what about sensors? Can we get a D-rated? No. Life support, D-rated? No, nothing. We're stuck with them. Okay, but we have got a slightly better jump range now, which is good. So let's set up for the return journey, shall we? Also, while you're here, it's always worth having a look at the bulletin board, because you might get a trade data mission which doesn't take up any. There you go, data transportation to Ruhanga. No, thank you. To Blau City in Irukama. Well, an extra 6,685. Yeah, why not? We'll take that. We're going that way anyway. Does mean it's upping the data delivery. No, that's no good to us. Does mean it ups the chance of interdiction, but you know, that's cool. So let's go, shall we? Right, okay. So we're going to the galaxy map again. And we're going to Irikama. So let's jump in here. And pick the station, Blau City. We're going back to where we came from, which is all good. So we picked that. Let's see what the jumps are now. Look, one jump. Because we upped the jump distance, which is cool. We like this. Okay. So let's go back out of this. Where was the other one? Was that going to Gagani? No, it wasn't, was it? Don't think so. No. Okay, well that's fine. So let's launch out of here. Right, so we are one jump to Irikama instead of two. It does make that difference, it really does. Having the slightly better frame shift. Having the ability to jump that little bit further. Right, so let's get out of here.
Released. Engines engaged.
We'll face up. And you can see Irikama is just there. Right. So let's get away from here. And jump. And because it's only one jump, you've got half the chance of getting interdicted. Which is good. But we've already proved in this, even, you know, a fairly basic rated ship with basic rated internals, you can get away from an interdiction, even two ships. Yes, you will take some damage, you know, you've got to expect that, but if you're able to sort of fly defensively, then you can come out of it fairly unscathed and still get your goodies to where you're going. So let's nip back to Blau City. Now there's no reason that you have to go back to the place you came from. You could go to, you know, any station, have a look, see where it says exported to, and chances are that will be within a sort of 15-20 light year radius anyway, which means you can maybe find something with a better profit margin. But this looked quite good, so we'll see what we get when we land here, which won't be too long away at all. USS. Right, now we've got a couple of ships there. We haven't had any messages yet. So a good trick is to look at the contacts list. If you see somebody there with a name, then chances are they're going to want to interact with you in some way. So we're still okay there. So coming up on Blau City, which looks to be just this side of the planet very slightly, or you know, nearer to us than the planet is by maybe a couple of light seconds. And that gives you an idea of where it is in relation to the planet and where the front of it will be. So if we fly in between the planet and the station, then hopefully we'll be facing the front end. Now, one thing I do like about the Sidewinder, it's the only ship in the game you can do that with and not have anything in shot, which is fantastic if you want to take screenshots of planets or nebula or galaxies or, you know, all the goodies. Right, so let's... Oh, yeah, we're roughly at the front. Could have done better there, but that's fine. Okay, so we're within the 7.5 kilometres. Let's request docking.
Docking request granted.
And they like me here, so they call me an alloy, because I've done lots of missions out of here. So here we go. We are facing the slot. We're not carrying anything illegal, so that's all good. Yep, there we go. Getting scanned. Landing gear down. Back off the throttle a bit. Oh no! Oh, I didn't realise that data had to be unscanned. Oh no. Oh well. Doesn't matter. It was a freebie mission anyway, so never mind. Here we go. We're coming into land on pad 44. Nice. Okay. In the hangar, into services. Now, because we failed that mission, which isn't the end of the world, you know, sort of 6,000 or whatever it was. We'll have a quick look at this transactions data thing. Any trace of a scan? Yeah, I should have read that, and I didn't. Never mind. So we'll get rid of that. That doesn't matter. So we'll go to commodities market, and you see here we're actually going to lose money on this. 129. So, oh dear. How much are we going to lose? If it's more than 2, oh well, no, lost 1,000. Okay, so still in credit for what we did, but not as in credit as you could have been. So yeah, it pays to oh, there we go, we've got the Irakuma snails back again. Pays to look at the pricing, I guess, before you pick stuff up. But well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It shows you the mechanic for trading anyway, so you can understand what you need to look at. Have we got anything here? I mean, this is high supply apparently. 9. You know, the 3 dots. I don't know if they've got anything else here, but yeah, you know, tobacco could be a good one to trade. Could be. Anyway, there we go. That is the Saleswinder in all its glory, and I hope you enjoyed it. The Imperial Eyewinder. Yeah, it yet again goes to prove you can do pretty much anything in this ship. Yes, it's got a very limited cargo capacity. As standard, the Sidewinder comes with 4, unless you've got the Horizon Sidewinder, in which case it comes with 2. Here you can see we've taken away the Discovery scanner, and there is no SRV bay there, so we've got 8 cargo in total. But yeah, you can do this. You can do this with 1. You know, the principle is exactly the same. And obviously, when you start looking into other ships like the hauler, cargo capacity as standard is 8. You can get it up to about 20, I think, maybe just over, by fitting out the inside. So you could make more money. And then you get onto ridiculous ships like the Type 9, which you can get up to like 600 tons or something ridiculous. So it's exactly the same thing, just on a bigger scale. And it's a good way to make very early game credits until you get the much bigger ships, in which case it becomes a really good way of making money because you're dealing in bulk. And if you can get 1,000 credits per ton and you've got 700 tons, that's 700,000 credits. That adds up real quick. When you're dealing with 8 tons, maybe not so fast. Would I recommend it? Yes, like I say, very early game. Do a little bit of trading, get your mining bits, go mining. That will make you more money in a safer, quicker way. Then maybe, if you're feeling exciting, go for a bit of bounty hunting. But yeah, the Saleswinder. There you have it. Anyway, that's enough from me for now. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to tap that like button. If there's anything you'd like to see the little sidey go and do, then drop it down in the comments section. And if you are new to the channel and would like to see more, then please feel free to tap the subscribe button, and I will appear in your feed like a ghost from the past. But for now, it's enough from me. So it's Commander Random signing off. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.